Hello everyone, I'm Laura and I'm the Cuore Stitcher. I want to welcome you to my channel about cross stitch. Today is February 14th, 2023, and I want to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. It's been about a month since I've seen you, or 4 weeks. Anyway, I want to show you what I worked on first was Christ's Love by Stoney Creek. I worked a little over a week on it to get it to a finish. It's a gift for my mom. That's the pattern. And I was able to purchase the charm from the Stoney Creek website. So, let me show it to you. I need to fix this board. I just bought a piece of poster board so I could show you. But there's some tutorials out there on how to make design boards, and I've done some research, and I think I'm gonna, start using those to show some of my finishes, my bigger finishes that I struggle holding up. This is a gift for my mom, so she sat there and watched me work on it, and I never told her I was going to give it to her, but when I told her, she was thrilled. Okay, so I pulled out my project tracker so I could tell you what I stitched it on. It's stitched on 28 count sand by Picture This Plus, and it's the linen. It's stitched 2/2 using Weeks Dye Works Dirt Road. It's monochromatic, so I needed several skeins. I can't remember, 4 or 5 skeins of that. And I finished it on January 26, 2023. So this I purchased from Walmart, and this is what I'm keeping my track of what I'm stitching on. It's not fancy at all, but it's working. I don't tend to use the monthly pages so much as the weekly pages where I write what I stitched on, and then I'll use this section over here. These are the weekly pages, and then this is notes, and I'll write about the project, like I basically copy my project card onto here. The next project, and if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my planner to see what day I started it on. I started it on Sunday, January 29th, and I started Love, and it's the second of 12 Heirloom Bride Tree Ornaments by Brooke Nolen. The fabric is 28 count white Monaco that I dyed with charcoal Rit dye. I'm stitching 2/2 using the DMC conversion provided, except for the following substitutions, and I'll show those to you when I'm showing you the project. And it was to get it to pop because her design is stitched on a tan. Her model was stitched on kind of like a tan color. And I stitched it on a gray color. So let me get that project and show that to you. Okay, so here it is. This is Love by Brooke Nolen. And it's one of the 12 Heirloom Bride Tree Ornaments. And I liked it because it's stitching related. It got threads and it looks like a crazy quilt. Lazy Daisy stitches, spider rose, spider web rose, specialty beads. There's beads in there. I don't know if you can see that. Is it focusing? I'm not sure if it's focused. But it was so much fun to stitch, and I started and finished it. So I finished that on February 12th, and I started it on January 29th. The substitutions that I made, it calls for Belle Soie silk and Classic Color Works or Crescent Colors cottons. but you know, I wanted to start it. This was a spur of the moment. I want to stitch something for Valentine's Day, and I picked it up and finished it, and you know, kept stitching on it. I did pick up something in between here because I had to wait for the beads to come in, so I'll show you that project next. But when I ordered the charm from Stoney Creek's website, I ordered some beads for this project, and also my Gathering Eggs project has a few beads in it. Well, I never told you what I substituted. This called for 316, but it wasn't popping enough on this fabric. So I used DMC 3804 for that. And the scissors handles, I substituted 822 for 3753 because for 3753 is the color of some French knots in here. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a French knot. There's a French knot, and there's a French knot. It's practically the color of the fabric. So I just picked something that I thought would show up and would look like scissors. So I love doing the handles on the scissors. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So Monday, February 6th, I started Inverno and Tazza. I didn't start it, I picked it up. It's the WIP I worked on. Okay, so there's the pattern. I translated Winter in Cup. Cuore, Batticuore. I'm probably saying that wrong. I apologize. It's stitched on 28 count white Monaco, hand dyed by me using charcoal gray Rit dye. I'm stitching 2/2 using the called for DMC. But I'll show you a picture of where I was right here. And this is where I am now. I finished the cup and I started on this flower, and I put the green and the back stitching and the yellow in this flower. So this flower is completely done and the cup is completely done, and I'm starting on another flower. I love stitching this. This just hit the spot when I was done with when I was done with the bride's tree ornament, I needed some beads, but I did set that aside and pick this up. So, love it. That's all the stitching I have to show you, but I do want to share some stuff with you. So if you're not interested in thrifted patterns haul like that, or what I purchased from Stoney Creek, because a lot of people don't want to see your haul. They know they're going to see it when you actually stitch it. So, but I love seeing everything. I mean, haul, I like hearing about your life. I like everything. So I just want to say, see ya if you're not interested in this. But first thing I want to show you is what I got from Stoney Creek when I ordered the charm for Christ's Love. Okay, so I got some Mill Hill beads. This was in the middle of those flowers on Love, and this was the scissors for the scissors. And then I ordered, I knew I needed some beads for my Gathering Eggs, and I ordered those beads from Stoney Creek, plus the charm, and then it couldn't travel alone. So, Lori, what is the name of her channel? Once Upon a Stitch. I love her channel. I love listening to her. I watch her like I watch Dina. I watch her all the time. Anyway, she showed this pattern, and I loved it. And I believe my friend Melody, who does not do Flosstube, has done this pattern. But she's a friend I met at the Gainesville Stitching meetup, and she's a very sweet person and an amazing stitcher. We need to talk her into doing Flosstube, because I want to say she has finished this. I don't know. Maybe I saw it on her Facebook page or something, but I could be wrong. But I think she's finished this. Isn't this gorgeous? I mean, I just love this. So, Stoney Creek, had to have it. Okay, now I'm going to show you some thrifted patterns. And I ran one day, I don't go to the thrift store that often, but I was looking for something, and I can't even remember what I was looking for. But I ran across, I always go in there and check out what they got at cross stitch, and they don't usually have a lot. Like, I know Barb with Lost and Floss, she's always finding stuff at the thrift store, but ours never has it. It's like we don't have stitchers around here. But anyway, I ran across some Paula Vaughn patterns, and I bought them all, and I think I paid 50 cents for a handful of them. So let me show you those to you. Lisa, the Kindred Stitcher, I think she bought these back when they were, I mean, she didn't thrift them. I think she had these patterns. But anyway, she showed a bunch of them, so I may be repeating what she did. But this is Little Women by Paula Vaughn. So pretty. I love them. I love Paula Vaughn. This is Love Songs. That would be a beautiful Valentine's Day stitch, but it is it's some serious stitching. You wouldn't get that. It wouldn't be a SFO. You would be stitching on them. This I remember having as a young woman, and I don't know whatever happened to it. But I remember stitching the hat and going down into the quilt, and I think I got a lot of it done, but I didn't finish it. And then it's got the chair on the back with the hat. My grandmother actually wore hats like that. I think call them bonnets. And the Rose of Sharon. And I've seen somebody stitching this, and I can't remember who it is. Maybe Sarah Stitches. I don't know. But anyway, beautiful Paula Vaughn. And I don't have any plans to stitch these. These are ones I want to collect. A Little Girl's Fancy. So cute. And this is my last Paula Vaughn, Friendship Quilts. Now, I love this. This porch reminds me of my grandparents' porch. Okay, so I have some more thrifted patterns. They are not Paula Vaughn's, but I wanted to show them to you because I enjoy seeing old cross stitch. Oh, and all those, I looked at the sticker on them, and they're Country Cottage in Snellville, Georgia. And they have a, you know, a sticker with a phone number. I kind of don't think they're there anymore. But, you know, the whoever donated these patterns to the thrift store had bought things from this this cross-stitch store, Country Cottage in Snellville. Oh, and this must have been the same person donated this, but I love this. How to make little bread claws. And I use bread claws, especially at Christmas, where I am trying to keep my rolls warm, you know. We use those. So pretty. And this is Prairie Schooler, an old Prairie Schooler. For the edge of towels and stuff. This is Christmas Remembered. And I think these are just gorgeous. Like that Santa, Nolen, the rocking horse. Just beautiful. And then on the back, there's some more. I mean, this leaflet is packed full of just gorgeous things. A marionette. That's beautiful. And train. Anyway. This one is called Cinnamon Stick Christmas number 5. A Homespun Elegance. Okay, I recognize that name. And I love these patterns. Oh my gosh, I love them. Yeah, well, this house believes in Santa. Very country looking, primitive, country looking. I love it. This one I got a long time ago, and I may have shown y'all, but it's poinsettias or poinsettia. I don't know how you say it. I've heard it both ways. I always grew up saying poinsettias, but I think these are fantastically beautiful. I mean, I may have to stitch one of those. Or both of them. They are gorgeous. This one I know I've showed you before because I stitched the bunny rabbit. Let me find where the bunny rabbit is. I'm sorry it took me so long to, but I don't know if anybody will remember, but I stitched this one and finished it last year. It's on my tree. But I love this leaflet. So cute. I mean, this could keep me busy forever. And the price tag, 25 cents, but it didn't even cost 25 cents. I can't remember what I paid for it, but it was ridiculously, you know. It's like sometimes you just really hit the lottery when you go to the thrift store. Because I love all these patterns. You know, there's quite a bit of stitching in these, though. These are not little, you know, there's color changes and things like that in there. So they're fun. They're small enough that they're fun. This is cute for Christmas. As you can see, we got a Christmas theme going here. I think people around Christmas time want to make things. They want to bake, they want to sew, they want to cross stitch. So I get it. And then there's the welcome sampler. And I don't know who. Crafts by Barbara and Cheryl Incorporated. But I thought that was beautiful. I love this scene in the bottom. It looks a little dated, but you know, dated in a sampler. It's like, that's why we're stitching it, right? To see, you know. I love pineapples because I grew up when that was a symbol of hospitality. I'm sure it still is a symbol of hospitality, but everything had a pineapple and a welcome word on it. I bought this book just to have access to alphabets, you know. Yeah. And this one I bought a while back, but I really think I am going to stitch all 4 of these at some point. They're beautiful. They're the seasons of the year. Let's see, I can't see what you're seeing. These are summer and spring. And this is autumn and winter. Gorgeous. The Changing Seasons by Carol Emmer. Okay. These are gorgeous. These hummingbirds. Summer Beauties by Carolyn Shores Wright. And this is my last one. These are 16 designs by Polly Carbonari. But they're little samplers, seasonal samplers. There is a Valentine's one in here that I totally missed. Love you. Says I love you. And it's a little sampler. It has an alphabet on it. But anyway, I don't know what I'll stitch. Mother and father. You know, a welcome sampler. Like we all have welcome in our house. You know. So anyway, beautiful. All right, that's all I have for you today. I think I showed you all my haul and all my progress. And now today, I started it yesterday. I'm working on, I picked up my Grandma Moses Hoosick River Summer in and my husband told me, he said that his next door neighbor had that painting, not the actual painting, but a print of that painting in one of their rooms because he remembered seeing it. And then he placed where he had seen it, and it was hanging in his childhood friend's home. So that was interesting to me. So anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful month. Enjoy Valentine's Day today. If you are don't have a significant other, don't, you know, get some chocolate and watch a movie. Enjoy yourself. Be your own Valentine. My husband and I do not celebrate Valentine's Day. Well, I mean, we'll say Happy Valentine's Day, sweetheart, but we're busy, you know, so we kind of don't, that's not where we put our focus. But I love Valentine's Day. I think it's, you know, bright and cheery and helps you get through the winter. So see y'all later. Bye.